Hey, how's it going? Haven't cooked for you guys for a while. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about it. So let's go. So we're today because I want some lunch and it's quite easy today, so I'm not really that hungry, apparently. But because I opened an extra can of mushroom soup. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use this extra can of mushroom soup. If you want, you can always add corn or kind of stuff like that. So a good way to do something is to add, more meat or more mushrooms or whatever, right? To this cream mushroom, what I'm gonna do is, if I can look for a cutting board, just use any cutting board. Doesn't really matter, but of course, just use hot water if you're cutting up for raw meat, of course. Now put it on the board on the thing. Take for sure, before you actually do this, of course, always wash your hands. If you're going to be touching raw meat, take off your rings, no matter what, because you're going to be working with raw meat. You don't want the meat get stuck in between the things. So yeah, we can go from there first. And before we get the soup going, you got to get prepared the meat, right? So I'm going to take this part of the pork. This is pork. And we're gonna do with it, because I can't really touch it after touch the camera. We're gonna just wash out the bloodiness. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. And then take the other hand, hopefully. I'm like, that's okay. This thing's clean. Come on. There you go. Okay, so when you wash your meat, it's the best way to deal with it is pat with it dry. So when you're washing it, because it sits in the same bloody water, in the fridge, So yeah. Sorry about saying yeah. So I was just gonna take this, fully pat it dry, it's fully dry, and put on your cutting board, of course. Get rid of your tissue, and then take a good knife. You can find a good knife around here. I don't know if my mom has any good knives around here. Okay, take any knife, doesn't really matter. But make sure, whenever you're cutting, if you want it sharp, make sure, don't check it this way, you fully cut yourself. But for sure, move this pot out of the way for a second here. I'm going to show you, yeah, because I want to show you how to do this, and I don't want you to cut yourself while doing this, so. So like that. So okay, so you see the meat. Sorry, I know it's on the stove. It shouldn't be, but I have no room on the counter over there, so that's why. Because you want meat, right? Before I even touch it, before I cut it, I gotta grab a bowl, so I can kind of put my meat into the bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Now, and cut the meat right, like this, like so. Right? Wash your fingers. If you're not a chef, don't do this. Get like your mom or dad or your friend, whoever. It's good if it's a little bit thicker on the one end. Sorry, I want it it's probably not as sharp as I want the knife to be. But it's okay. So we're gonna cut. Put it back on top for now. Just give a few seconds. What we're gonna do with the meat is we're gonna put it into the broth, and it's gonna take longer to cook it. It's like full chunk like this, right? So what we're gonna do is cut it into little strips. We're gonna do like that. You want it for me, because I have my braces on and whatnot. It's really frustrating as it is. Yeah. Cut it into half. Just make it into half, so it's like a little cube thing there, and put it into a bowl. Put it into a bowl. Yeah, just like that. Just like so. Like that. So, So it's just very easy. It's not that hard to do. Do the same thing with the other piece of meat. With your fatter piece of chunk at the end of your meat here, just take it and cut in half. Watch your fingers while I do this. Just do this, slide your knife across if you're not wanting to cut your fingers. Same thing, in half. For me, I have my braces, so then I can't. It'll be softened for sure, but just want it to kind of, yeah, so same thing, in half again, yeah, so in half, yeah, so, yep, and then if you want one more, like I do, one more piece, because I don't have enough here for my soup, because I like a lot of meat in my soup. So take it, cut it again, put it on this clean side of your thing, and then yeah. Same thing, cut it down like this, like so. It's going to have a little fat marbling in your soup. So this makes the soup a little bit tastier, as usual, you know. So yeah, just cut it and take your extra piece of chunk on the other side of the knife. Cut it down like so. I like a little bit chunkier pieces, a little bit, but it's good if you want. You know, so like so. And sure. No, should be sure. So that should be good enough that I have here. What I'm going to do is toss this guy in the sink for now. Coat it with hot water. What we're going to do now is take this. It's okay. And I'll be washing that towel anyways. And then put the rest that we used back in the fridge, right? As usual. Yes. Yeah. So this can be good for now. So now what we're gonna do, we're not gonna use a big ass pot, you know, because it's too big, and you know we don't want it too big. So it's good. We have a small pot. It's a good stainless steel pot. And we're not gonna use water in it, but just gonna rinse the bottom of my pot. It's been sitting under the stove, like under the sink for a while. So right. Okay, so this is the pot, like a dish drying cloth anyway. So do that. So yeah, you can use H stuff, so it works fine. So I'm gonna turn it over here for you guys to see. I know it's the kitchen, Mom's kitchen actually here, but yeah, what we're gonna do is take a fork, because we gotta crank open this guy here, like so, like that. So we're gonna pour in soup. Come on, as chunky as it is, it sounds plunk. Yeah, we're gonna change it into a wooden spoon. So scrape. You know, turn on the heat to at least about a 5 or like a medium heat. So slowly, like, so the chunks like this, right? So just break it down with your spoon. Kind of like break it down a little bit. So put in the bottom, kind of mush it up. You gotta wait till this heats up before you put the meat in. So. Yeah, so basically, turn it into mush, like so, mushy mush. Yeah, just kind of mushy mush around, just leave it on low heat as usual. And then take some cream, let's see, yeah, cream, as we have here. There it is. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Yeah, take some cream, half and half, whatever, cream or milk, whatever works fine with food. You guys can always use goat's milk, of course, for this. It's depending on your lactose intolerant or whatnot. If you drink milk, yeah. If you don't, no. Cream mushroom won't help you if you're lactose intolerant because it has a lot of cream and stuff. So what we're gonna do with the can, put some cream, maybe let's say how much do I want? Yeah, half can. I can't really lift the can because it'll spill. But what we're gonna do, I can help my mom do one simple thing. You can always buy these from, I think, from Daiso, I think. These little clippy clips. And just put it at the end, and then just take that end and push it down. Just kind of keeps it clean, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. What else? Yeah. So that's good. What we're going to do is just mixing, and pour it in to the mixture. So then what you're going to do is put some water and kind of not put it in your pot, but kind of clean it out the can. This is 2 days old can. Yeah, it should be okay. And just pour. And of course, always push the part in. If you're very, hygienist, you can always take the bottom, take the top off, and then squish it in half. If it works around to be the same. You're recycling anyways, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna take this cream and kind of mushy. Maybe more than probably like 3/4 of cream if you want more creaminess to your cream mushroom, which I love so much. And then when you get to 5, you can turn it up to 7, which my temperature is at 7 now. I'm at the bottom heat here. Yeah, so just kind of showing you guys how I cook cream mushroom. You just gotta let it cook through fully. You can always add like whatever you want. You can add not corned beef because it's really salty as it is already. But I mean, you can add like yeah, add whatever you want. You know, okay, corn too. Anyways, yeah, I can add some salt. This is the Himalayan pink salt. I don't know if you can read that there. The Himalayan pink salt. What you can do is add a little bit. My mom probably has. Oh, put a little. Just shake it a little bit. Grab a pinch of it. Oh, 1 pinch. 2 pinch. Very tiny pinch. 3 pinch.